get into it. This episode is called Beyond Stormy. Beyond Scared Stormy. Oh, y'all know how I feel about these. Y'all know how I feel about these titles. So let's get into Beyond Scared Stormy. So Stormy is right now in the process. And let me make sure my mic is on. I don't know. It's on. It's on. It's on. Okay. You gotta check, baby. You gotta check. So Stormy is in the process of turning herself in. I said, there should be protocol in place. I don't think people should have a right just to go put a warrant out on you and you have to go to that process. Because I'm pretty sure it's not just about taking a mug shot and being there for a couple hours. You not only take a mug shot and be there for a couple hours, but you have to pay a lawyer. You have to pay a bond. But I guess most people that deal with this have money for this, but who wants to go through that? I just feel like it should be protocols in place to prevent people just to be able to do that. I just think it should be protocols in place. Period. People should not be able, just because they feel like it, just to put out a warrant on somebody. Now I'm sure it's reasonable like evidence that you have to give. But it can't be that reasonable if we got to go to court and we got to explain it a little bit more in depth or whatever. I just don't think nobody should be able to do that. Basically, like I said, in my notes, I just feel like it should be more protocol in place that nobody could be able to do that. Like, just period. And I seen somebody that said they know Madison County Courthouse is tired of this case. I know they are too. Because it's every other day. Like, it's somebody getting locked up, somebody getting a lawsuit, somebody getting sued. Something. I just don't understand it. But whatever. Got another text messages. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna keep bonding. Okay, protocols in place. People should be able to do that. So Stormy is like hurt and she's torn up about her mom just not being there. Her mom, we're gonna get this to her mom later. But Courtney's mom was there. When Courtney's mom came and embraced her, she said something like, I just didn't think I was going to have no support today or whatever. Her hairstyles, her makeup seemed like they was very supportive of Stormy. I'm sure Courtney is very supportive of Stormy. So it does seem like Stormy had some type of support. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, we need to, y'all maybe know better than me, but it should be something that people cannot do that. Like, I would be pissed. But like Melody said on her last video, I make money for bitches like you. So I guess when you get in that certain position, you make money for shit like that. So it's not even just money, it's time, it's resources. Like, why have to use my resources on pretty ass shit like this? Like this pretty ass like come on now. Like what? Like no. So Courtney's mom was there, she embraced Stormy. Courtney's mom seemed like she's a really nice lady. I would love to see more of Courtney's mom. The mothers of the cast members have an effect on the show. I rather would see Courtney's mom than Miss Betty. I seen the tweet said that. I can't agree with you more. But yeah, so Courtney's mom seems like a nice lady. And I said, Courtney, I'm happy that she has support. So now we get on to the next scene, and this is Latricia, Destiny, and Tisha. I be getting Latricia and Tisha messed up. I don't know. But they all meet to go do some candle making, like a candle making class. I did see that wherever they were doing the candle making class in Huntsville, it was called Embrace Candles or whatever. Somebody on Twitter said something of the extent, and I didn't snapshot it or whatever. But they said something of the extent of Melody's line was called Embrace, and I seen it, like I watched the episode, because I watched episodes twice before I reviewed it. So I watched the episode, I was on Twitter and just looking at what everybody was saying the night of that it was released. One of the millimeters was just like, Destiny's, here go Destiny copping mail again. Mail started off with the Embrace. That was just the location that they did it at. Like, why do we care that Melody's company before 7th Avenue was called Embrace? Like, she had another business or whatever that she designed and it was called Embrace. That's not what Destiny is doing here, and that just goes to show how these millimeters are. That has nothing to do with nothing. They had a money. Like, they're at a business that's called Embrace. It's not that Destiny wants everybody jumping in front of me, like, zipping, like, y'all, like, come on. But it, like, and that's a problem that I feel like people have with the melody. It's always a competition. Like, I gotta find something when it comes to melody. Like, who gives a damn? That melody, that's not even what her line is supposed to be. Like, that's not even, y'all, I don't know. I'm just like, this shit is weird. Like, this shit is weird. Like, they find anything, like, any little thing. And I just thought that was funny, so I wanted to share. I don't remember that, I mean, not this. Oh, y'all. I don't remember, I gotta get off this road. I don't remember Melody having anything named Embrace, but if y'all remember, drop that in the comments and let me know, because I know y'all will, because it only seems like Melody fans be watching my damn videos. Like, where are the fans at, y'all? Like, I don't have no problem with Melody. I don't. I think Melody, I follow Melody for a while. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with Melody, and just to touch on, you know, the whole Wanda situation, I think that's just the aftermath of the blogger and her dealing with that, and it's all messy. It's just a whole bunch of mess. So that's that, or whatever one. I mean, not Destiny, but when it comes to Melody, I just thought that was funny when I seen it on Twitter after I watched the episode, because Embrace had nothing to do with Destiny. That's all I was saying. I was saying all that to say, basically. So, moving right along, we meet up. Everybody meet up. We get to talking. They catch Tisha in on the Valentine's Day gala. Destiny tells them how it went, how Stormy approached her, and how she just insecure, how she had to throw in her face, you know, the infamous, I don't got my nails on, y'all, so I gotta do it fast. The infamous, I'm a wife, but I'm a wife, but I'm a wife. Like, okay. So, yeah, so they meet up to make the candles. Destiny said that she has no doubt in her mind that if she wanted Moses, she can have him again. And I 100% agree with her. I 100% agree. If she would have played that game and tried to get Moses back or try to play into that, I think Moses just wanted to be on TV, if you ask me, and Destiny wasn't really willing to share that light with him. But I honestly agree. If she wanted him, I do believe that, Destiny. I do believe that if you wanted him, you could have him. It's always like that. So I agree with her. I said Tisha and Destiny, the same hairstyles was cute. On that first episode when we seen y'all too, and Destiny came to the Airbnb, quotation marks, Airbnb. But it was cute then. But when we keep seeing y'all with the same hairstyle, it is me, because I'm just into that type of stuff. But girl, like, let's switch up. Let's not keep having the same scene with the same hairstyle. It's looking very planned, and it's just looking very childish. But y'all could be like, girl, who even cares about that? That's just me. That's just what I see, what I looked at, what I put down in the notes. Okay. So yeah, let's this whole let's do something different. Either one of y'all, just do something like let's try to twin with the hairstyle, please. It looks very high school. Y'all sit on the scene with the same hairstyle. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. You know what I'm saying? So Trish, she likes that is her identity. I literally believe that Latricia likes this story of her life. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I truly believe that she likes this. She likes that this is her life. Like, she likes that this is I'm not gonna say that she likes that this is her life. I'm not gonna say that. But this is the story that she's telling, and she's running with it. That's what I get. If I could clear it up even more, but that's what I get from that. So yeah, so I believe Destiny 100% when she said that she believed that she can get Moses back. I do believe her. I do. Now let's just go to the next segment. So Stormy now shows the aftermath of her situation when she was leaving the jail, and how her mom still ain't reach out to her, and Courtney is just telling her, still tell her how you feel. Like, the Stormy is just saying, like, Mama don't give a damn, and I can see Miss Betty not giving a damn. Miss Betty just look like the type. Like, I can just see Miss Betty not giving a damn. Okay. But she said, Mama don't give a damn or whatever. And basically, they was talking about the situation. Stormy was just saying how it was easier than she thought it would be. And Courtney was just happy. He was saying, police is not that friendly. So I'm glad you had a good experience. It's not a good experience, but better than the best out the situation, basically. So we all happy for Stormy, because that's ridiculous. Like, that's horrible. Like, that's horrible. That's some lame ass shit. Like, come on now. Like, let's be real. Like, that's lame. So, like I said, they in the car. Stormy talks about the aftermath of her getting out of jail. I think Stormy probably was in there for an hour or two, top. So she had her phone clearly. So it wasn't. I don't think it was nothing like that. I think the show probably made it 10 times more dramatic than it actually was. But still, nobody wants to even deal with no shit like that. I wouldn't even want to go to no courtroom behind nobody on a reality show like some fans. Like, now if you are another business person and we gotta go to court, whatever, but I got a fan like coming up to my shop, like, baby girl, like, it should be something where Stormy is getting money out of her. Like, you paying for repercussions. Like, you're paying my legal fees. Like, we're not doing this shit for fun. Like, what? That lady had to cough up something at the end of all this. Like, just to have me go through that. Like, baby, you're going to have to cough up something. I don't care what it is. A long $10,000. Like, the title to your car. Like, anything that will put a pack a punch. That will make me feel okay. Because, bitch, you don't got beside yourself. And it said the lady, like, not only went to that location, she went to other locations trying to find her. These Huntsville people are crazy. They are embedded and dedicated to the show, dedicated to Melody. I told y'all, Melody fan base is like the Beehive, and I don't know how she did it, but she did. So, yeah. I said, I wonder if Courtney has kids outside of Stormy. I don't believe he does. They never talked about it. They never said it. I don't think I'm sure Stormy would show, like, sorry. I'm sure Stormy would, like, show if she had stepkids or something. So I don't believe that he does. I was just thinking that when I was watching it. I was like, I wonder do he got, but whatever. If y'all know, whatever, let me know in the comments. And yeah. And now we move on to Latricia. Basically, she's explaining to us how she has to have this conversation with her kids, and she's making these certain steps, quote unquote steps. She's making these certain steps to get closer to her divorce so she can be with Ken and marry him. So one of the first steps is her talking to her kids about Ken. Why? We should probably talk to our kids about Ken before he moved in, but I'm sure she wanted to see how serious it would have been. From the looks of it, it looks like Ken was just supposed to be a boy toy in the beginning. So maybe I'm confused. He was supposed to be a boy toy, but ended up moving in. You didn't talk to the kids till a year later. You're not talking to your sister. She know nothing about it. She think he was supposed to be a boy toy too. I'm getting ahead of myself. So first she talked to the kids. I'm just like, it's like, why are you even so timid with your kids? I get these people that you don't know on this cast, but your kids, like, why you want to talk like that with your kids? Like, why are you timid like this with your kids? But then you want to give us this whole aura of like when you first came in, like how you tried to be like, I'm not gonna say you try to be hard, but you try to make your stance like, oh, she won't talk to me like that, or she won't do me like that, and I can be feisty, and I'm not. Like, baby, not how timid. You can't even have a serious conversation with your children. Like, I mean, of course she's having a serious conversation, but my thing is she's just so, the delivery of the conversation is just like, she just looks uncomfortable. I'm actually starting to think that it's the camera. I don't think I'm starting to believe that it's just this is your first season and it's the camera. It's the camera feel. It's the camera fear. I don't know what it is, but even you talking like, I don't know what it is, but even her talking to her kids was just like, okay, like, okay. But her kids, especially her oldest son, seem well, like, able to communicate. I'm glad they must have got that from their daddy. They seem well able to communicate, and they seem like they really enjoy Ken. They like Ken or whatever. It was good to see her with her kids because, god damn, like, Trish, like, give us something. Like, she just, I don't know, y'all. I don't like Trish. I'm sorry. I don't like her. But now her sister come and she's making her conversations, her rounds or whatever, and now she's telling her sister about this situation. My thing is, if your parents has passed away and you got this one sister that live in Alabama, you expect us to believe that your sister didn't know nothing about Ken staying with y'all for a year? I'm not gonna say that I don't believe her sister just had no clue, because I can see that, but it's just hard for me to believe that your sister just didn't know none of this. Like, she just didn't know none of this. None of this. Like, she didn't know y'all was separated for 4 years. And then on top of that, she didn't know he was living. This is all a surprise to her, all of this. And if this is all a surprise to her, you got work to do, baby. You should just, I can't say you should be communicating with your family, but I would think that you and your sister would know that. Like, especially with you telling us about your parents and how your family is just so traditional. And but her sister, she was like, "Are you sure?" Like, she was like, "Are you sure you're not gonna get back with him? Are you sure?" Like, she knows something we don't. She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I love him, but I don't love him like that." And I don't know. Like, I do believe Latricia when she says that she don't want her ex, but I don't know if she want to be with Ken all the way. I don't know if she really wants to be married again. I can believe that she don't want to be with her ex-husband, but I don't know if she want to be married again. I don't know if she wants to actually divorce him. That is the problem. Now, the problem ain't if you love him still. The problem ain't if, that's the case. If you like him, if you still think he's fine or whatever, the problem is you don't want to get a divorce. Why is that? And if y'all been separated for 4 years and you genuinely know y'all only got together for the kids and it's no more, nothing less than that, and y'all have nothing in common, why is it taking this long? Because y'all have not gave us a stern answer or just something that makes sense as of why it is taking so long. So long. I just don't understand it. Yeah, but she even sent me with the kids. I said she invite her sister over. I said I just can't see that they've been separated for 4 years and her sister don't know that live in the same city as her. And I think her sister thought Ken was just a boy toy. If y'all didn't pick up on it, I thought she was just having fun. That's what her sister said. I think Ken was supposed to be just that, a boy toy. And she probably can't remove that out of her mind that Ken was just supposed to be just that. Like, that's probably what it is. Like, she can't fathom the part that he was just supposed to be fun. Like, he was just supposed to lay that pipe and go home. And he not lay that pipe and make this home. And it's just all left up. So, I don't know. It's only have been a year that they've been staying together, which is a short amount of time, but it's something fishy about Latricia. It's something fishy about Latricia, and I can't put my finger on it. With this Martell, it's even worse. Like, She seemed like a bitch that got plenty boy toys. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The husband, she seemed, this what Latricia seemed like to me. She seemed like the type that went through it with this husband. She got kids by him, that built this life together. She probably is embedded in his family. She probably is embedded in her family. She probably know that man better than he know herself, better than he know himself. I think they were going through rough patches. I think he was cheating on her. He probably had him a little girlfriend, a little side piece. She probably dealt with that for years, and she probably went through so much hurt and turmoil. Sorry, y'all. But she probably went through all that in that divorce. This is just what I'm thinking, y'all. This is just in the mind of me. She probably went through all that with her ex-husband. So it's my time. Let's turn this bitch up a notch. Let's turn this bitch up a notch. And that's what she got with Ken. And did whatever she did with Martell, because it's gonna come out next week that Martell says that you done pulled up at his house. But let's get into that. So now Courtney invites Chris Fletcher, Martell, and Ken all out bowling. So all the men, y'all, I did not have to submit like that. So all the men go out bowling. What I say over here on this side. Oh, I said it already. Okay, so they all go, Courtney invites them all out for bowling or whatever. So, woo, small talk. Chris is funny as hell. He just be cracking all the goddamn jokes. So, Courtney invites the guys, whatever. Ken ended up confronting Martell at the moment, and I thought it was so funny because how he just slid that shit in. Like, Martell was doing all this hee ha ha. He was like, yeah, hee ha ha. But you know, Trish came back home mad the other day. So let's get to that. Because she came home mad the other day. He was like, hee ha ha. Yeah, Trish came home mad the other day. So let's get into that. I said Chris is messy. I said Martell stay wanting to get married again. Don't ruin another woman's life. So, I mean, don't. I'm gonna call him my boyfriend name. So don't ruin another woman's life, Martell. Don't, please. We're begging you. You see, we already see how you done burnt Ariana out to the ground. Martell said he wanted to get married again. Chris said to the baby mama, I want everybody to get on the same accord of asking Martell, to Ariana. Every time he brings up this marriage shit, y'all need to say Ariana, not the baby mama. Y'all need to say Ariana every time. Huh? That's the only option, right? Because you uprooted your family for her. So her, right? That's the only justifiable, part. Like, that's the only justifiable person, right? No, Martell does not. I feel like for seasons now, since this whole shit blew up, Martell does not want to marry Ariana. Just come to that conclusion that I know I was hyped and I just came down, but I had to re-put my video or whatever. But saying all that to say, Martell don't want to be with Ariana. Let me make sure my shit's still on. Yeah. Martell don't want to be with Ariana ass. He don't want Ariana ass. He don't want her ass. So he talking about, he gonna tell Chris, he talking about, he always get mad when somebody bring her up. Like, he's just like, no, who else we gonna bring up? But we like, what? We know that's done for. Y'all fucking hate each other guts. Like, cool, we know that's over with. I said, I like how Courtney was just like, with the Stormy situation, I ain't tell the guys because it's none of their business. They'll find out when they find out. I know that's goddamn right, Courtney. They'll find out when they goddamn find out. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. Okay. They will find out when they find out, Pooh. Ain't going around telling my wife business for what? For what? For what? But y'all, it be finished. So I think we in it. He ends up. It's just like Montel's reasoning behind him acting like he not didn't know Latrice was stupid. Like it was just dumb. Like, oh, I only where you met her. Oh, I've been knew her back then. She knew my brother. Well, she knew your brother. When did you meet her? Like, how did you meet her? Did she look different or did she not look different? But remember, he had this whole story about. Y'all remember he had the whole story about Chris is the one that indirectly introduced her to you. So why? I just don't understand. If Chris indirectly introduced Latricia to you, why we didn't bring that up when Chris asked you? He specifically asked Martell. He said, Martell, how did you meet her then? Martell is mumbling, rumbling. That's what my thing is. Martell be giving bitch boy tendencies, but you can have all this shit to say when you along with these women, but when you in front of the man's face, when you in front of Chris' face, you the same energy is not the same. You got Ken right here, you got Chris right here. Say what you want to say, and that's just how you know Martell be lying. He just be lying. Anything to make him look like something. His ass just be lying, y'all. Don't believe Martell. Cause I want to believe that they did something just cause how Latricia was acting, but how Martell is, he's just a fucking cornball. A fucking cornball. But let me finish up, y'all. He's a fucking cornball, y'all. Yes. So, yeah, I said when Chris said, "Well, you meet her at?" Martell, why you just didn't tell her? I mean, tell Chris what you told us that he called you and indirectly tried to introduce y'all to each other. Chris didn't even act like he knew Latricia. He act like she was just a random person. I don't know. Chris be with the bullshit too. I think. I think Chris be with the bullshit too. Ken said, y'all, I'm quite aware she's a pretty girl. Oh, Latricia? Oh, baby, what? Yeah, she does that. But Ken say all that to say that it don't really matter what that happened before him. But Courtney said Martell ain't telling the whole business, and that's something we all know. Martell ain't telling the whole story. Period. Martell ain't telling the whole story. They done did something, and now we see on next week that she said so. Whatever, y'all. But let me finish this up. Stormy's mom joined her. I don't really care for Stormy's mom. But she did have some good points about how I feel like, jumping off of what I said on my last review, how I feel like Melody has these certain fans. And you said you can't control them, but you could at least take some type of stance and say, I don't agree with what y'all doing here, or I agree, or I disagree, or I do agree. And I don't feel like Melody take any stance or say anything. So I do agree with Stormy's mom on that. She said, let's boycott her boycott her business. I guess that she was saying that's what they were saying about Stormy, but it was boycott, and I don't know what she said, what that lady said. And then I just said the last thing on my notes is it was no point of her bringing up Stormy going to jail before. Like I didn't understand that. It just seemed very haterish to me, and it's kind of sad coming from your mom. You know, y'all. I think that's pretty sad coming from your mom, but that's all I gotta really say about Miss Buddy. I ain't really gonna dive deep into the lady mama like that, because at the same time, it kind of makes me weird because it's somebody's mama, y'all. Like, and then with Melody going all off on the mamas, rightfully so, because she just tired, seemed like, of all the BS. But at the same token, it's still people mamas. Like, people don't play about their mamas. Y'all know that. Me and my mama can be into it, into it, okay? She is getting it from me right now. You ain't gonna be able to talk about my mama, though. Not you. You're not gonna be able to call my mama no type of bitches, hoes, and all that. Not you. This is gonna be a motherfucking problem. So I try to be respectful of the mamas, but whatever. That's a whole nother thing. I will hit y'all on episode 10 and comment, like, and subscribe. Do not leave this video without commenting and liking and subscribing. Thank you. Okay? Thank you.